Hello, we are almost there. Week 14. This is going to be a really quick one. I only have two slides. This is really quick. It's the summary chapter of your lean book. And it's just the one chapter this week. And hopefully it's summing up everything that we've talked about over the past 13 weeks. So hopefully after all this time, you've learned that there is no done. There's a reason it's called continuous process improvement, continuous quality improvement. We're always striving to do better. Healthcare is constantly changing. There's always humans involved, which means human error. How can we do better? How can we um, take things to the next level? So this is a continuous improvement. We need to constantly be training leaders. There is always going to be an influx of leaders and who always need training. So we need to train our leaders in ways of process improvement. We need to have smooth communication with a lack of bottlenecks. We are looking to limit our waste. We need to give correct access to supplies and equipment. We need to have automation. So a lean hospital should have all of these things, and they should be very happy to admit that there is no done. You may be involved in a project, and 5 years later, you're ripping that project apart because the environment, the paradigm around you has shifted, and now you need to do something differently. So, please don't get discouraged by that. I would be excited if you find yourself in that situation because it means that things have surpassed where you left them, and now it's time to look at it again. There is this one concept that your book doesn't get into, but I want to mention it because you may hear this somewhere else in your graduate studies. And this is the iron triangle of healthcare. This is a rather controversial topic in healthcare. A lot of people do not believe that it's true. So I will explain it to you, and then I'm going to talk to you about how to break it. So this is a model that was really strongly believed for a while through the 80s and 90s. And it really people started to criticize it and say that this is not as foolproof as people thought. So I think it's important for you to know about this theory so that you can honestly know how to rebuff it a little bit. So the iron triangle of healthcare states that if two of these increase, if two of these get better, the other must get worse. For instance, if you have high quality and low cost, the delivery is going to be slow. So the time is going to go down. If you have high quality and it's quick, it's going to cost you a lot. And if you have low cost and rapid, the quality is going to suffer. And so, for a very long time, healthcare managers, healthcare administrators kind of lived and died by this iron triangle. Of trying to balance cost, time, and quality. However, we've learned that there are ways to break the iron triangle. So increasing efficiencies is one. So if you can become more efficient, then you are going to be able to increase quality faster at a lower cost. Decreasing regulation can also accomplish this goal because now you're not putting cost and time into some of those regulatory requirements. I guess this one you have to be very careful that it doesn't have a negative impact on quality. Although I would go out and state that healthcare is probably pushing overly regulated. It's Rebecca's opinion. Or improving technologies. The biggest barrier to the iron triangle is technology. As technologies change, this whole paradigm can shift. All of a sudden, things get cheaper, get done quicker, and are more accurate as new technologies come into the market. So this is absolutely the biggest one, which then also leads to increased efficiencies. Um, but technology has always been a disruptor in all industries, and it continues to be one here. So I just want you to be aware of if you hear the term the iron triangle in healthcare, I would be a little dubious about it. I think it's sometimes an easy way out for managers to say, oh, well, if you want it done well and you want quality, you're going to have to give me the millions of dollars. Or, if you want it, um, I can give it to you quick and fast, but it's not going to be any good, right? So I think what we've learned in studying lean, in studying these different improvement methods throughout the course, I hope you're learning that that is not necessarily true, and there are ways that we can improve quality, reduce our wait times, and do it at a better cost. So, um, I would be a little dubious of the iron triangle, but I do think it's a concept it's worth mentioning because it's still out there, especially amongst more seasoned healthcare people or folks who have maybe done their MHAs years and years ago. They may still strongly believe in this, but it's largely been discredited, especially because of the advancements of technology. So that is really all I have. Um, I hope that this summary chapter is helpful to you. Lost my earbud. I hope that this summary chapter is helpful to you in really wrapping up what we've done this semester. I hope that everything is going well with your final and that you're going to be able to submit it nice and early so that you can be done. And that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much. I look forward to reading your discussion posts.